Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the last episode of today. Part 12 of What If Naruto was neglected by his family. Remember to get this 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also, go ahead and check out the new episode of What If Naruto took his training seriously over on Anime King. And I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto had multiple people sealed inside of him. So go ahead and check out that as well and enjoy. And on this channel, I posted a new episode of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And thank you all for your help and your support, guys. And if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, I have two channels. This is my second channel, Anime King 2, and my main channel, Anime King, where you guys can enjoy. I'll be leaving a link in top of the description, so go over there and click that red subscribe button and click the red subscribe button over here and join the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last time we left off, Hinata came to the village as she spent the day with Naruto after confessing that she liked him, as Naruto and her spent the entire day together. Kushina came to the village as she asked Hayashi if she could go and pick up Hinata from the Mist Village, seeing that she wants to talk to Naruto. She never get to talk to him when he got back to the village that day, and they found out about his identity. She was too scared, as she now realized how badly she treated him when he was a child, as she thought that he might resent and hate her, as she knew that he was angry at her. So she came to the village, and Naruto was pissed off to see her there. He didn't even look at her when he spoke, as she begged him for a couple of minutes so they could talk. After a while, Naruto gave up as he gave her a couple of minutes, as she apologized over and over. Naruto brought up Minato as she cursed at Minato's name, as Naruto saw that she hated him, as she just told him to please give her a chance. After a while, Naruto settled down after hearing her explain, as Naruto told her that it would take a while for him to start to trust her again, but he will give her another chance, and with that she was happy, as she and Hinata left the village, along with the Hyuga Hayashi sent along as well. Meanwhile, she talked to the Mizukage as well, seeing that they want to do a rebellion against Minato. Minato is taking the village to a whole new level. He has reinstated the Anvus, and at the Mist Village hospital was blown up by Anvus from Konoha. Two of them were captured as they had seals on their tongue, forbidding them from talking about who sent them. But she called for the sealers to break the seals because she wanted the information out of them. As the rebellion team back at Konoha is being led by Saratobi, as he realized he made a big mistake giving Minato this power in the village, as Minato has changed over the years. He doesn't know what happened to him, but Minato has changed, as Minato ordered for most of the genins that graduated that they're too weak, and those who promoted the chonins, they would be sent back to genins so they could train and get stronger, as the village is too weak. That is what he said. Back at the Mist Village, Naruto and the girls went to the hot spring, as after hearing that Mai had her alone time with him, Haku wanted her alone time with Naruto as well, as she trapped him in the hot springs and freezed the door, as the both of them got intimate in there. After a long while, both Mai and Megumin found out, as they came in there, as Megumin didn't care, it was her turn, seeing that the both of them already do it with him, as the other two girls stood there even though they knew they should have left, but they couldn't leave. After that, Gaara and his siblings were sent to the village as ambassadors for the Sand to sign a peace treaty with the Mist Village. After some convincing, the Mizukage decided to sign a peace treaty with them. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. We start this episode at the Konoha Rebellion Council. How are the preparations going? Saratobi asks his council. It is coming along quite well. We have enough for each person to have basic supplies for a while, but that is normal to keep each person well stocked. We also have enough refills for each ninjas to refill once or twice. So if we plan to keep this rebellion going for more than few days, we have to wait for more equipment. Though, may I suggest that having the genin, known as Tenten, buy the large supplies because she's already known for buying a large quantity of weapons already, said Shikaku. Are we sure that she's trustworthy enough? The last thing we need is to give money to someone on Minato's side to inform him about our plans, Sarutobi asked. Yes, she is. She was one of the people who helped us inform the old genins about the rebellion. Plus, she also has been focusing on Kushina and Tsunade as a role model. And she hated Minato because the both of them hated him as well. Very well, we can trust her to buy some of our supplies. But we need to start this rebellion, so we need to start with the first stage, sabotage. So, any ideas? Sarutobi asks. Well, may I suggest that we go for the infiltration of the office homes or the offices to try and learn all about their plans and the main targets. We should try to let people infiltrate near Minato, the civilian council and the elders. People who we know who are corrupt. Though to get to them, we have to be careful about Root, Kakashi, and Jiraiya. Shikaku told them, good point. So I suggest that we train a few genins in the art of deception, so to give them something that they wouldn't expect, Tatsumi said. Then let us put this plan into action before we try to do anything else. It will be easy to get them into their position if we show that everything is okay and we have no distrust against Minato. Sarutobi told them and saw them all nod in agreement. They all started to talk about who they should put into it, but they didn't vote yet, seeing that Kushina was not back to input her idea. With Narumi, she was walking towards the ramen stand as she then saw a girl that she never seen before instead of Amy. She had black hair and she looked to be in her mid-20s. Her hair was tied up in a ponytail that went down halfway her back. Hello, what do you wish to have? The girl kindly asked Narumi. Oh yeah, I'll start off with 4 pork ramens. But what happened to Amy? As the old man came from the kitchen and answered, well, Narumi, you see, I have heard about certain rumors. So, Konoha might not be the safest place for her right now. Plus, with the Uzumakis and the Hokage coming here, my shop has become quite popular, so I can expand. And as for Amy, she said that we need to open a ramen shop inside of the Mist Village. She said that it will somehow become popular, but she wouldn't tell me why, the old man said as he rubbed the back of his head. Wait, could it be because of what Naruto did when he came here for the Chunin exams? I mean, he was flirting with her, but did she fall for him? Though they did seem pretty friendly with each other, even before Naruto left. Narumi thought. Well, I have no idea, said Narumi. Well, anyways, she's packing up for the trip to the Mist. Later on she will ask for a ninja to accompany her, I guess. The woman then arrived with Narumi's ramen. And this is Marumi Tenaski, the new addition to the ramen staff. You see, she's one of Amy's friends who she recommended to me. And I have to say, Amy was right about her being a hard worker. Thank you, the girl said. Huh, you're such a small girl eating so many bowls of ramen, Marui said, but she was shocked when she saw Narumi scoff down the bowls of ramen and ask for 4 more. Don't worry about it, said the old man. You will get used to her and her mother eating habits. As Marui just chuckled. With Kushina, Hinata and the guards were traveling back to Konoha without anyone really talking that much until Kushina got bored and she decided to strike up a conversation with Hinata. So Hinata, how was the trip? Kushina asked. It was great. I mean, it was pretty interesting, said Hinata, as she went over everything in her mind. Oh, really? Said Kushina. So what interesting thing happened? Kushina asked, as Hinata blushed as she remembered her time with Naruto. Well, I had a lot of fun with my friends after a camping trip, Hinata told her. I see. So did you go to the hot spring? I heard rumors that it's the best hot springs out of every village. Can you tell me if it is true or not? Kushina asks. Well, I can't tell. I didn't really went to the hot springs. Sorry, Hinata told her as Kushina waved the apology off. So, how did your talk go? Hinata asks, speaking about her talk with Naruto, as this caused emotions to be riled up, but Kushina quickly hid them. Well, it actually went pretty good. I think he still resent me, but after all the crap he went through, I understand. But he understands me a bit more, and he's talking to me more openly, which is the first step in him trusting me again, Kushina told her, as she then turned her head. Naruto, I promise you, I will make up for all the crap that I've done to you, said Kushina. Back with Narume, she and Amy was packing as Narume decided to help Amy out. So, why are you leaving? Narume asked. There was a brief silence as Amy then spoke. Narume, I love it here, I really do, but I just can't work in a place where the man. No offense taken, said Narume. I hate him as well, she said, thinking about Minato. He pushed Naruto away, and he comes to my shop so often, and I hate to see him. I mean, I know that I'm older than all of you guys, but I actually like Naruto. I really do. Now sure, I have had several boys trying to flirt with me, but every time I try to be with one of them, I can't. I just keep seeing Naruto as the perfect one for me. Now, I know you have feelings for him as well, so I didn't decide to bring up the past, because I liked him before he left the village, and when I found out that he left, I was devastated. He was always at the ramen shop. We always spent hours talking. Sometimes the villagers would attack him, and I will tend to his wounds. He will even come up here, and we will sit on the bed talking for hours, she said. And now, he feels the same way. Huh? Said Narume, judging by the letter that he sent me. So, I am going there to be with him. I'll be back to Konoha to visit you, Narume, and my dad. So, do you understand, Narume? Asked Amy as she looked at Narume. Yes, I understand, but just promise me you will stay happy, said Narume, as the both of them chuckled. I will, said Amy, as they finished packing. And with that, Narume headed back home as she collapsed on her bed. I know she loved him too, but I am the only one who is not there. He is back at the mixed village with all those girls. Now, that isn't fair. I love him just as much as they do. I want this rebellion to hurry up and get my dad out of power, because he doesn't deserve it after all the crap that he's trying to do to this village. I hate him so much, she said as she clenched her fists. With Tenten, she just got to a weapon shop as she put in her order. Geez, this is a lot more than what you usually take, said the shop owner. Well, I'm going to be stocking up from now on, she said, as she usually trusts this man, but she couldn't tell him anything because of the rebellion. With Minato, he was currently sitting down at his desk, going over a few reports, as Jiraiya then came through the window. Hello kid, how are you doing today? Jiraiya asked, as he came in and sat down at a chair. Well, I was just looking through some business report and noticed something a bit weird. You see, since the last meeting I had with Jennings, weapons sale has gone up 10%, which is good, but I have a bad feeling about it. I just don't know why. I mean, I have been receiving several complaints about my decision each day. So what if they're trying something? Minato said, a bit nervous. Don't worry about it. I mean, most of this village love you until the day they will die, said Jiraiya. I guess you're probably right, Minato told him, putting the papers down. So what about you? What is going on? Minato asked. Well, I am putting the finished touches on my second book and it will be out soon. When are you going to help me write the Ichi Ichi Ramen book? Jiraiya asked, giving Minato a look. For Jiraiya was one of the only person who knew that Minato had a crush on Amy. That is why he always visited the ramen stand, even though she was a bit younger than him. A girl who could make ramen was perfect in his eyes, as Minato just glared at him slightly. On the other hand, for the prophecy, I cannot see Narume being the one. She just doesn't seem to work on it. But maybe I'm wrong, so let's not jump to any conclusions. By the way, I have an idea about tempting Naruto to our village. How about I spend a day or two there, training him about the frog summons, then I just leave. This will tease him about the power, and then he will follow me here to learn. Or in other words, bring him here to join our village without us doing anything. As Minato thought about this for a bit, as a grin then appeared on his face. Yes, that might work. Go ahead and do it. I want that brat here as soon as you can get him here. Soon. I will get you, Naruto. And use your publicity as a white fox to get what I want, and then I will dispose of you for all the problem you have caused me, said Minato as he chuckled to himself. And with that, Jiraiya left off. Jiraiya then started to travel to the mist. He was going to take his time to go there, so it was going to take him a couple of weeks, because he was going to do some research on the way there. With Mei. So, how are you progressing on the seal? Mei asked one of her seal masters. Well, the seal was quite good. I mean, I've never seen any seal like it before. The person who created it must have been quite inventive. So, I think it will take me a week or so to get rid of it, even with my apprentice helping me. The guy told Mei, caused her to slam down her hands on the table with frustration. I just want to know who sent those bastards over here, so they can get what they deserve for messing with our village. I mean, they even went for a spot where civilians live. The goddamn nerve of them, she shouted. I understand, Mizukage. We will try to get the seal off of them as soon as possible. With Naruto, he was sitting down enjoying a movie with Mai, Haku, and Megumin as they were watching the girl's favorite actor, Koyoki, the princess from the Land of Snow movie. Ah, this is nice, snuggling up with Naruto and watching one of our favorite actors, Mai said, as she moved closer to Naruto and leaned her head on his lap. Seeing that both of his shoulders were already taken by Haku and Megumin, but she wasn't complaining. Hey, you know she will be coming to the mist soon, right? Naruto asked, seeing that all of them were obsessed with this actor. What? All three of them yelled, causing Naruto to cover his ears a bit. Why did you not tell us? They shouted. You guys don't need to yell, I'm right here. But I thought you guys would already know, so that is why I didn't bother to tell you guys, said Naruto. We have to go see her then, Mai said. Yeah, so where will she be and when, Naruto? Haku asked, as all of them focused on him. Well, I think she's going to be at some restaurant in about a week. I didn't really look up at the poster, but I guess we can look at it now. Naruto told them, surprised as he didn't know that they care so much. But soon he was being dragged out of the house by the three of them, forcing him to show them where the poster was. As he then remembered the message that he got from Amy by the mail the other day, as it read, Hey Naruto, just want to tell you that Kushina and the rest of the Ninja Council are planning a rebellion or something, and Pops doesn't want me around for it because it's dangerous. So we decided to make another ramen stand in the Wave. So in about a week, I will be at Wave, and I hope we can continue that talk we have and maybe get something out of it. So I just want to tell you so you won't be too surprised. Love, Amy, the letter ended. And Naruto hadn't told the rest of the girls yet, but he would. But they wouldn't have a problem seeing that they already like Amy. And given time, Naruto could see her bonding with the three of them. When Naruto arrived, he saw the poster as he showed the three girls, as it read that the princess will be coming in 7 days exactly, and she will be signing autographs. Oh, by the way, you girls remember Amy, right? Naruto said. Yeah, we do, they said, as Naruto started to explain what the letter said. With Koyoki. What do you mean we're going to the damn Mist Village? She yelled at her manager. Well, you see, I decided that it would be nice for us to do a charity event before we went for the next movie. And seeing that we're traveling to the village anyway to meet up with the filming crew, I set it up for you. This would have been done in Konoha, but due to the manager getting sick that day of the film crew, he passed out on that. So, we thought to the Mist instead. And some village ninja will be protecting you. I don't see why we have to travel so far For this stupid movie, if he wants me, he just has to come to me and we will do this right here and now. Koyuki complained, as she used to be the boss and had the whole world around her. Don't worry, the trip isn't so bad, and I'm sure that we will be home in no time. With Kushina, she finally made it home as she quickly found Saratobi, knowing that she missed the meeting. So when she did find him, he brought her to a sealed protective room, knowing that she wanted to know what was going on and what happened in the meeting. So he informed her about everything, and especially the weapon problem that they had. So how long will it be till we have enough weapons? Well, we can't overdo it. We've gotten some other people to buy weapons for us, but the quantity, even though it is a lot for one ninja, it is still one ninja going a little by a time. We cannot let Minato get any win of this, or all our plans will go down the drain. I guess so, but I want to get that bastard out of office as soon as we can, said Kushina. Yes, I know. But no matter how you cut it, he is very smart and very strong, so it will take a while. Plus, he has a hidden root army. Well, thanks for informing me about everything, but I really need to go say hi to Narumi before people get suspicious. Kushina told him as she left the room. I will make sure you suffer, Minato, she said, as she looked up at the sky. All this crap you have put me and my family through, especially Naruto, as she cursed with Narumi and Hinata. As soon as Hinata made it back, she reported her dad, but she then went and go and find Narumi, as she had to tell her about what happened. Hey, hello, Narumi, Hinata told her, as Hinata was really nervous. Hey Hinata, what happened on your trip, said Narumi. Well, something really interesting happened. Really? What is that? Narumi asked. Well, I kind of started dating Naruto, she said out fast. Wait, what? Said Narumi. I actually liked him and we went on a date and everything moved off fast from there, as Hinata then lowered her head, waiting for Narumi's reaction. But Narumi started to laugh. Huh? Hinata then looked up as she was confused. Hinata, I already know that he's in the CRA, so why would I be mad if I know that you're with him as well? Wait, so you're okay with everything? Hinata asked, confused. Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm not the happiest, seeing that I have to share him. And most of them are from the Mist, but now you have a crush on him and you're dating him as well, so that's good. But what would your father think about it? Narumi asked. Hinata then turned pale. I forgot all about him, she said. Time skip. 6 days later. Ah, finally here, said Amy. Now, how about we go and find your friends and get you set up in the village, said the sensei of the Chunin team that came along with her. So Amy and the entire team was about to look for Naruto when they saw Naruto running up to them as he stopped, as he was out of breath. Sorry for being late. The postman was slow, so I didn't get your message until a little while ago, said Naruto. Naruto apologized to Amy, who smiled and told him it was fine. Then she turned to the ninjas who brought her here. Thank you guys for bringing me here. I am fine now, she said, as she signed their mission papers and gave them the other half of the pay and making them leave. So, Amy, do you want to see the apartment that I got for you? Naruto asked. Yeah, let's see it, she said, as they left to go to Naruto's clan compound / apartment complex. Okay, here you are, apartment number 8, Naruto said, as he opened the door to show her. It was more like a home instead of an apartment. Wow, this must cost a fortune, said Amy. Oh, don't worry about that. The guy who owns this place is pretty cheap with the rent, so it won't bother you that much. Well then, I guess we can figure that out later, she said. But for now, can you help me unpack my stuff? As she handed him a scroll, as the ninjas help her pack away her things in the scroll. As Naruto unsealed her stuff, as she and him packed up everything. As when they were finished, the sun was setting. So, do you want to go look around, meet the other girls and see your new place where the shop is going to be? Are the other girls here in the apartment? Yeah, said Naruto. Well, I'll meet them, said Amy, as Naruto brought her to the next room beside of hers, as the 3 girls was in Mai's room. As Naruto introduced all of them to Amy and introduced Amy to them, "It is nice to see you again," said Amy with a small bow. "Nice to see you again as well," said Mai. "So, Amy, I heard that you made pretty good ramen," Haku asked curiously. "Well, I only know my family recipe, but people say that it's pretty good." "Are you kidding me, Amy? Your ramen is the best. And I've had a lot of ramen," said Naruto, as a big smile came on Amy's face. "Anyways, why don't I just make a batch for you guys, so you guys can decide for yourself?" Naruto then told Amy to follow him as the girls came along as well, as they just walked a couple feet away from the apartment to a restaurant. "Okay, here it is," said Naruto. "I thought you might want something bigger, and I talked to the guy and he will give you it for the same price that you rent for a normal ramen shop," said Naruto, as he was hoping that this was a perfect present. "It's perfect! Thank you, Naruto. I always wanted to try and actually create an actual restaurant." As she was shaking and smiling with excitement, she then grabbed Naruto and gave him a kiss on the lips, shocking everyone there. As she then quickly released him, as she realized what she did, as she blushed and turned her head. Sorry, Naruto, I guess I got a bit excited," she said. "It's okay, Amy," said Naruto, as he then went closer to her. "But shouldn't I expect those things? Seeing that the both of us are together now," he asked, with his breath hitting her ear, causing shiver to go down her spine. "He really think that he can beat me in flirting," she said, as she then went right at his ear. "Whatever you say," she said, as she gave his ear a small lick, as Naruto shivered at that. "Okay, so are you guys going to get a room, or are we going to eat something?" Mai asked, as she then laughed at their shocked expressions when they break apart. "Alright, as soon as everything is ready in the kitchen, I'll make you guys the best ramen," that Naruto said, "and see if you guys enjoy." Amy then went around as Naruto and the other girls stayed behind. "Well, Naruto, she is actually everything that you told us about her, and plus thing, she can cook better than any of us," said Megumin. With Amy, she was busy humming a tune as she was preparing a meal for all of them, ramen. "Well, this is great," she said. "All of them are so caring and helpful. I don't think I'll actually have any problem in this village. Though this restaurant a different matter. I have to get more staff. I have to cook different foods besides ramen. This will be kind of tough, but I really think I can be successful in this." As she then turned her full attention to the meal. About 5 minutes later, "Alright guys, here you go," said Amy, as she came around with all of the bowls of ramen. "Enjoy," she said, as she put the bowls in front of all of them, as all of them looked at the bowls with their mouth watering. "These look amazing," the 3 girls said. "See, I told you," said Naruto. "Alright guys, dig in," said Amy, as all of them went in. As the girls couldn't believe it, they have had ramen before, and they never taste anything so delicious, as Amy was happy for all of the compliments. After the meal was over, Amy asked them if they could teach her how to fight, which they gladly told her they will help her. With Koyoki, as she was in the mist, as she arrived, it was now night time, as she was looking around until she saw an article as she read it. In today's rebellion hero, Naruto Uzumaki, the youngest hero who managed to overcome odds that several couldn't. I bet this kid now has a big head just because he did something important for once. And I bet he just sit around and not caring anymore. These ninjas are all wasting their life. How much of them can say that they've completed something in their lifetime? And most of them end up dying anyways." She then heard her manager calling for her. The next day, Koyoki was at the store signing the books as she sighed as she looked at her manager. As he already knew what she was thinking, he raised his hand. 2 more hours, he said, as she sighed and went back to signing the pictures. As she then heard screams and a lot of talking as she looked in the line, as she saw 4 girls and 1 guy, as most of the people that came for her autograph was looking at the guy, as she then remembered where she saw his picture. So that cocky brat has a couple of girls. He probably became a womanizer since he saved the village and has a lot of fangirls who will do anything for him, Koyoki thought. But seeing that they were a distance away, she didn't care about them, as she just went back to sign an autograph. Until Naruto and his girls came at the front. Koyoke, would you please sign this for me? Amy asked, seeing that she was a fan as well. Sure, was all Koyoke told the girl, as she lazily wrote down her name. Thank you, said Amy, as she waited for all of the girls to get their autograph. As Koyoke then saw Naruto left with them. So, he came for them? Maybe he's different. No, never mind. He still has to be a brat. As she then finished off her job without talking to anyone. Though when it was over, she quietly left and went to the nearest bar. With the director, he was talking to me. I am asking for a team to protect Princess Koyoke. You see, she's actually the princess of the land of snow, and she must return to her people. Though there are men after her, so we need your help getting rid of them. Though I have no idea how strong they are. Please, money is not an option. We just need to bring back our village to how it was, the director asked. He's being honest, said May, but putting my soldiers, my shinobis in situation where they have to fight unknowing shinobis, and we don't know their power or their strength level. What should I do? Wait, I think I might have an idea that might just work, she thought. But guys, this is where I end this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the new episode on Anime King of What If Naruto had multiple people sealed inside of him. And I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto took his training seriously on Anime King, and on this channel I post a new episode of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru. So go ahead and check out that guys and enjoy. And thank you all again for your help and your support. And remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. And if you enjoyed the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, remember to click that red subscribe button and join both channels and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your support and help. So without further ado, I'm out for now. Peace.